Welcome back again. This is Dr. Abira Dutta Roy, and this will be your second class where I'll be teaching you all how to import robust data like huge data sets. Already you have obtained it in Excel or from Census or NSSO, and how you can import that data in R software. So for that purpose, you have to have the data in Excel. Now, in the previous exercise, I had already used a data set which you had seen. It comprised of village name, number of households, and total population. So this data only I'll be using. I'll be incorporating or importing it in R. The first step you have to follow is select the data and then go to save as and save the file in a comma delimited text file. So in this comma delimited text file, I have already saved it. So I'll just show you. This is exercise 2 is the name and I've already saved the data. So you have to just name it and then click on save and your entire data will get saved. You have to click yes and no and then your data is going to be saved. So now after my data is saved, I want to import that .csv file here in R. So what will be the step? I have to go to file and then import dataset and then go to text base. Okay, you can also directly import it from Excel. You can import it from CSV file as well. So I will again browse and select and open the data. Now prompt up window comes. Okay, here the prompt window says this is the name of the file. Yes, I'm absolutely fine. Now, do you want a head? I would say yes, I want a heading name. This is how the data in CSV file looks. But once the data frame gets entered, if I give no, the data would be looking like this. It will be having V1, V2, V3, V4 as the column names. But I want it to use village name, N households, total pop, and literacy as population, literate population data like this. So I will be using yes, fine. And then what I will be doing, I'll be just clicking on import. So my data appears here as the way I want. You can see this is how your data looks. Now this is the tabular form. I want to use my script form. Now for that, so that I can read the data, I'll have to go to history, and here you see the command, last command is there. This one I'll be using exercise to read CSV. I'll select it and I'll send it to source, or you can also send it to console. So if I'll do both of it. You see what happens if I send it to source, it comes to the script file. If you send it to console, it will come here. Okay, so now once this is done, I have to select and run it. So the same thing happens. The R Studio's memory stores the data. Now my entire file name is exercise 2. Now here what will I will do? I will try to find out the summary in my summary of the various statistics and the various tables in my data table. For that I will be writing summary and I'll write exercise 2. Let's see what happens. Done. Okay. Now what we get is this. After we write summary exercise 2, we click on run, and here we get the summary. So for number of households, it is giving what is the minimum number of households, what is the maximum number of households in the entire data set, and what is the first quartile, what is the median quartile, what is the mean, and what is the third quartile. Similarly, it is giving the same summary for each and every data set. So if we manually check it, if we see household, which one is having the maximum household, it's having, sorry, old is having, and it is 133. Exactly, that has appeared. 133 is the max. The minimum is, as we see, it's 16. So here we see it's 16 has come. So this command summary, then the name of the data set, that is exercise 2, and I click on run, I get the entire table, the summary statistics for my data. Now suppose I just want to know the summary statistics of just one particular column. If I want to know what is the maximum and minimum value of literate people. So for that, what I have to do, I have to write summary. It's come. A bracket automatically appears, and then I write exercise 2. Automatically it has come. I have to put a dollar sign, and then see, it's giving me the options. For which column do you want the summary? So I want for literate population. So I click here and then click on run. See, it is giving me that the minimum number of literates are 51. The maximum number of literates are 465. What I had already got in this column, but I have obtained it separately just for one particular column. Now if I want to calculate the mean of the literate population, here I've already got the mean, but I just want to get the mean number. So for that purpose, what I have to do, I have to write mean, sorry, not here, here in the scripts, mean, and I'll click here and I'll write exercise 2 because I have to collect the column from that exercise 2 named file. So exercise exercise 2, it will give, again I put a dollar sign, it will give me the options. Whose mean do you want? If I want number of households mean, I'll click here and then click on run. It will give me the mean. 56.87 is the mean. So if I want to cross check, see, this is the mean. So I have got almost a similar mean. So this is how we can calculate means of different column, different data sets, or a column of data, or mean of an entire variable. Now if I want to calculate the median, similarly you've already got the median value, but if you don't want so much of fuss or so much of rows and columns, you just want to know the median of one particular column or one particular variable in a data set, you have to write median. Sorry, it's getting typed here. You have to go and write in the script median, and then again you have to write exercise 2. It will come. You have to put a dollar symbol And then suppose I want to know the median value of total population. So I've written, I click on run. So it's giving me the median value as 144 and it has also come here. So this is how for one particular variable within an entire data set, I can click on mean, I can calculate mean, I can calculate a median. Now let's see if we can calculate standard deviation, which has not been calculated here. So for that purpose, I have to just write SD and then put a bracket here. I write exercise 2. Then put a dollar. I want SD of suppose total population. I select and then I click on run. So here it is giving me the standard deviation values as 170.4417. So this is how I have to calculate standard deviation. Now let's see how we can calculate variance. It's very easy. Okay. So just for variance we write go here, we write var. See, it's telling will give the variance. So I write var and I write exercise 2. Put a dollar symbol. Now I want to take the variance of the total literate population. Done. I click on run. So the variance is this. Again, if I want to find out a covariance, right? For covariance, I need two data sets. So for that purpose, what have I to do? Let's see. I will write covar. Put a bracket. Then I write exercise 2. I put a dollar symbol, right? And then I will type total population, put a comma, and then again put a dollar symbol. Sorry, I'll write exercise 2, dollar symbol. I've taken total population, so I'll take literature, number of literates, and then click on run. So there is an error here. So for that purpose, what have we to do? This does not work. So why have I shown you? Because for all the other commands, this was how your computations used to work. But for covariance, okay, for covariance, you have to be very careful. This will be cov, fine, and then you will get the brackets, and then you type. See, I'm showing you different permutations and combinations so that you realize and you don't commit the mistakes. I write exercise. I put a dollar symbol. I take total population. I try something else. I try p_lit. It's not taking. That means there is some problem. So I have to again write exercise. Let's see if this will work. And then put a dollar and take total population, literate population, and then run. Yes. So this is the correct way. So as you do, you will automatically find out what the error is and how to solve it. So this is the covariance that I have got. Right? So the formula is COV. You take the exercise the file name, put a dollar so that you fix that file name, and take the column name, the column with whom you want the relationship and computations to be done, and again the same file, and then another column. Okay? So this is how we get the covariance. Now suppose I want to do a correlation test. So there are various ways in which I can do a correlation analysis. So I have two data sets here, and in that data set I'll just write core dot test. It has automatically come. The brackets have appeared. Here I'll again write exercise, put a dollar symbol, and then suppose I want to check the relationship between number of households and total number of population. So I'll take number of households, then put a comma, again write exercise. So I think you are following the logic how what language R understands. So I'm fixed this, then I'm taking the data from exercise file, and then again collecting the column having total population, and then I'll run it. So my correlation statistics, Pearson product moment correlation has appeared. The t-test value, the p-values have appeared. The confidence level is at 95%. So the sample correlation test gives me 0.9750196. So this is the correlation value. So this is how we compute correlation. Now there are other correlation ways we can do, methods of correlation. There's Pearson's correlation, there is Spearman correlation, there are various correlation methods. So for that, by default, R does a Pearson's product. Okay. If I want a Spearman correlation, now what do I need to do? I write core, fine, it's a correlation dot test. It comes. Here I write is exercise 2. I press the dollar symbol. I write in households. I put a comma, and again I write exercise 2. Then I put another dollar symbol and take total population, and then I put a comma and write the method I want, method, and I put an equal to. So this is here, and here I write Spearman. That too in inverted commas. Oops. This should have been inside the inverted commas. So let's see if this gives me a Spearman correlation. I'll click in any part of this and click on run. Yes, I have got a Spearman rank correlation, and here there is an alternate hypothesis, the rho factor. This gives me the p-value. So this is the Spearman correlation value. So this is how we generate correlations. And if you want a covariance matrix, so for that we have to type just COV and then write the matrix format. So this I'm not showing, I would like you to explore. Now coming to regression. Now how do we do regression analysis in simple linear regression analysis in R? Very easy. Now there's one command here you have to write is, suppose you want to find the linear regression. So you write linear reg. Okay. This you want to find, and the product, the output of the linear regression will be given in this file. Okay. Now, what I do is give a space and then put a less than arrow and a minus sign and then write LM. Okay. And inside LM, I take the variables. Now, what are the variables? The variables would be, first we have to put the y variable, which is the dependent variable, and then the x variable, that is independent variable. So here let's assume that the number of households is a dependent variable and total population is independent. So here what I'll do is write, let me see if I can directly get the data, whether this is possible or not. So if I want to write TOT total dot pop, no, it's not coming because I have not read the data. I have to first make the column being read. The column had to be read in R separately. Then only if I just give total pop dot pop this name, then it would have automatically appeared. Or let's see if underscore p comes. It's not reading because I have not run it in the form of a separate column. I've just told R that exercise 2 contains various columns and these are the names. So whenever I need to bring the column total population, I have to have to feed the exercise 2 $sign. Okay, then only the R will read. So I have to write exercise and then give a dollar symbol. Okay, just so LM exercise 2, we've got the dollar symbol, and here I will write that I want y as the y should be the dependent variable, so number of households should be the dependent variable. So what was the household name? So this was n underscore let's see what happens. Then I put an approximation mark. So where do you get the approximation mark? It's on the left hand corner. And then again I write exercise exercise 2. Okay, I put a dollar symbol and I get number of total population. So here again I'll do it. There must have been some problem, that's why it didn't pop up. So this is number of households is dependent and the total population is independent. So this is the linear regression file I want to run, and I just click here, run. So it has shown me that linear regression is this, and then I write summary linear reg. Okay, and then again run. So here it has given me the complete linear regression details. Fine. So we got the residual error here, the multiple R squared, adjusted R square values, the F statistics values, P values. Here also we have got the mean, median and max, first quartile, third quartile values. So we get the entire summary here. Now if I want to have a scatter plot for this entire graph, or if I want to have a histogram for a particular data, so for that purpose what have I to do? Now I want a histogram. I just write hist, right? This appeared. It will automatically give me open and closed parenthesis, and here I write exercise. See what comes. Exercise 2, and I put a dollar sign here, and I want a histogram showing the literates, right? Total number of literates in each village. This I click and then run. See, on the right hand side I've got a histogram showing the frequency, the bar and the various other heading. All these things you can simultaneously check. I would like you to explore further. Now if I want to do a scatter plot of two diagrams, okay, so like of two variables, so in that case what have I to do? I have to write plot. See, so quickly it gives you a suggestion, and if I click on that plot that had popped up, these two brackets come up. Inside this I will write the entire script. What will I write? I'll write exercise 2. Between which two variables I want to plot? I'll put a dollar. Suppose I want to plot between total population, and then I put a comma, and then I write again exercise 2, put a dollar symbol, and then the number of households. This is a weird thing to plot, but just for the sake of example I'm showing you. Okay, then again I put a comma, I write main, sorry, so main is equal to, okay, fine, I write main is equal to, I put an inverted comma, scatter plot. Fine. Now let's see if this runs or not, if this gives me a scatter plot or not. Run. So I've got a scatter plot here. So this is how I end up. You can change. There are various other codes and syntaxes and scripts to change these names. Change here. I'll slowly show you. This is absolute beginning of the course. So I'm just giving you hints to what wonderful things can be done in using R just by writing a command, but you have to be very careful with the command. Now once this is done, you can save here. You can go and click and you can save all, save as. So you can do all these things and then open the files, open file from here, open another new R script, find out it comes in .r, and likewise you can do various other analysis, very sophisticated analysis using R, which I'll be gradually showing you. I'll also show you at a later stage how you can do various other multivariate analysis like chi-test, ANOVA test, multiple regression, pattern analysis, and various other data presentations like pi, bar, etc. in R. For the time being, for your exams, this is what I'm showing you today. In case you find any problem while practicing, I want you to practice whatever I've done. I've shown you. So if you find any problem while practicing, please feel free to contact me. Thank you so much.